And the winner of most chaotic VTuber is Gigi Murin! Woo!
Congrats on the most chaotic VTuber. Thanks! But I'm not chaotic. I'm very calm and demure and polite and rational and level-headed and reserved and mindful.
Gigi.
Shit yourself!
Can level up at any home.
No! Get up! What the? Where did you come from? So many of you! Like 15 of you! Wait, what are you singing about? About me? Gigi Murin. I can save the day! Through the power of these children singing for me! I can do anything! Yeah, I can do it all! Through the power of interpretive dance. That is the only way we can destroy a dragon, because it has not been taking any physical damage. So, the best way to defeat this dragon is through mental damage. Why teach man cook and he... Teach a man to cook and cook good, not good. He die, starve. Teach man fish, not starve. Cook and fish, starve, not. Boats binted? Boat go binted? Boat goes binted?
That is Gigi Murin. Gigi is out of pocket.
G-Pain, do you really think cereal is a soup?
How am I supposed to look in your eyes when I want to get in between your thighs?
That did not answer the question.
My phone's ringing the sponsor.
Out of control.
Gigi, you have been very aggressive.
I'm not aggressive!
And frankly, whimsical.
Waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and I slap my nuts. No!
Okay, but real talk. Are you ever just lying in bed at 3 a.m., broke, tired, and scrolling through gacha pulls you can't afford? Because, same. Some days, I just want to rot, binge anime, and play games on my phone without doing a single productive thing. So when I found out there is an app that literally pays you for playing mobile games, I was like, oh, alright. This is the final boss of making money through pure laziness. It is called Cash Giraffe, and it's completely free. You just download it with no credit card, no shady pop-ups, no sign your soul away contract, and you pick a game from their list and start earning gems automatically as you play and level up. Those gems can be cashed out for PayPal, Amazon gifts, or coupons from brands you actually use. All you need is your email to redeem them. I played Monopoly Go for a few hours and earned 3,439 gems, which I then withdrew to PayPal. And the way it works is honestly kind of genius. You play the games, Cash Giraffe partners with developers who want more players, and the company earns a small commission for bringing you in. That money loops right back to you as rewards, and everyone wins. The devs get players, the company grows, and you get paid to procrastinate. There's no ads, no fees, and they have already paid out over 10 million USD every year. Plus, there are daily and weekend promos where you can rack up extra gems just by logging in. So, if you want to turn your gaming addiction into passive income, download Cash Giraffe by scanning the QR code or using my link at the very top of the description. Signing up with my link gets you up to 3,999 bonus gems to start playing games to earn real rewards. App available now on both iOS and Google Play. Now back to the video. But wait! We need to go back, because Gigi's journey didn't start with this chaos. It started with a dream, inspired by cute anime girls. Our story begins 4 years ago. Like so many others, the future Gigi Murin was just another hopeful creator, feeling trapped, wasting away in a voice call, and then, in a flash, everything changed. In her own words, cute girls were on my screen? That was the moment the dream was forged. But the path from fan to star is brutally competitive. She didn't just apply to Hololive once or twice. Gigi Murin applied to join the agency 4 separate times.
I auditioned 4 times for Hololive. I always had a dream, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep going.
This was one of Gigi's biggest strengths, living up to being the relentless chaser of Hololive justice. She developed a very powerful mindset, a philosophy she calls being delusional.
I think you have to be delusional. You have to think like, I'm the best person in the world. You have to fake that karma confidence. Fake it until you make it.
A mindset of delusional confidence. The belief that if you just keep going, eventually you'll break through. It's a principle she applies with the same relentless energy, whether she's auditioning for a multi-billion-dollar corporation or raising up her friends.
The way you were talking to me, I could tell that you wanted me.
Are you mentally ill? That is like yandere
over
kind of
there.
plot. I'm scared.
This history of persistence and delusion is the foundation. Her explosive debut wasn't an accident, it was earned. And on June 21st, 2024, it was finally time for the world to meet the Gremlin genius. Going into June 21st, 2024, expectations were specific. People saw the design, the fangs, the hood, and expected a chaotic, thoughtless gremlin, a Kuzogaki who acts on pure impulse. But when the stream actually started, the first thing we saw wasn't chaos. It was this: a beautifully animated, somber, and surprisingly thought-provoking story. It was artistic, it was heavy, and it left the audience asking, wait, is this the Gremlin? This video left an impact on viewers, and the comments are full of people making theories. But looking back, there was a lot more hiding in that video than we ever realized. And then the Gremlin arrived. 120,000 people watching. High energy, loud, and unapologetically scuffed. She laid her cards on the table immediately. Not with a standard bio, but a D&D character sheet. Intelligence, 8, and dexterity, 20. It was a promise. I might not think things through, but I will act fast. And act fast she did. Instead of a safe standard debut, she took a risk. She tried to run a live choose-your-own-adventure game with chat, which, with 120,000 people, went about as smoothly as you'd expect. It was messy, it broke a little, but it was fresh. It showed that even on day one, she was willing to push the medium to entertain us. And tucked away in that chaotic segment with this little guy, a quirkily drawn wizard, a throwaway gag, or so we thought. But while we were enjoying this chaotic breath of fresh air, Gigi was fighting a battle with her impulsive thoughts. She was nervous, she was filtered, and yet she was so much fun. And by the end of it, the viewers had quite the roller coaster. From the haunting beauty of her lore video to the explosive chaos of her debut, Gigi didn't just subvert expectation, she rewrote them. And hidden in that madness, clues about where her story was headed next. A very specific and controlled kind of chaos was emerging. We've already seen Gigi as a solo act, but if you really want to see her shine, put her next to someone else. Her real strength is in the back and forth. She knows exactly how to bounce off people, push their buttons, and somehow still come off as the innocent one. Basically, she plays dumb on purpose. Gigi is also really good at first impressions. She always says why she's shy, which is funny because the second she starts talking, it's like she's known you for years. She breaks the ice instantly that way. And it's one of the reasons her collabs always stand out. The energy shifts the second she enters the room.
Lifts up your skirt.
Oh my god, no wonder your mom
Please, give me another chance! Give me a chance, please!
Okay, make it up. Give me an argument.
Mwah. What they call edging?
Kneel down, Gigi. Good. Ew, you freak away from me. Time to come out.
I'm in love with you.
And nowhere is that clearer than with her genmate Cecilia Immergreen. Cici will start a bit, she'll get into character, maybe go a little theatrical, and Gigi doesn't just follow along, she amplifies it. She turns the dial way past then. The result is this rolling wave of gremlin energy that somehow works because Gigi knows how to bounce off people without stealing the spotlight. Gigi plays the role of the shameless gremlin, and Cici plays some kind of exhausted and exasperated straight man. Except they're both the wild cards when it matters.
A mint?
You want one?
Oh, that looks so good. I've never had one before.
Here you go.
The friendly horse when you finish. Hold on my hand!
It's a dynamic built on foundation of such deep, genuine trust that it allows for moments that would be career-ending for anyone else. From bizarre physical comedy to reading some of the internet's most cursed lore, all while maintaining that chaotic but good energy that she's so good at balancing.
There's this guy who broke both his arms, and then he posted an AMA on Reddit that got verified by the moderators, where he was like, I broke both my arms and began a sexual relationship with my mom. What?
But when Gigi sets her sight on someone like Orocrony, it's a different vibe. This isn't about teaming up anymore. It's just about poking the bear. Gigi doesn't just want a partner. She also wants a reaction from her. So what happens when the irresistible force of Gigi's chaos meets the immovable object of Orocrony's perfectionism? It becomes a different kind of alchemy. It's a role she embraces with glee. She admits it's a conscious choice. With Crony, it's basically ADHD meets OCD. Gigi's just out there trolling her non-stop, trying to get Crony to crack, and it works. The awkward energy between them is so funny because you can tell Crony is trying to stay composed while Gigi's just poking her like, what if I said something completely unhinged right now?
I feel like we've talked enough that I understand her, that I want to push her buttons.
And push them she does. Crony is known for being cool and composed, but Gigi's entire mission is to break that calm, to drag her into her chaos. The result? Some of the most gloriously awkward moments in Hololive.
Why are we getting married?
I feel like it would help
I
your
was getting
relationship.
signals. Yeah.
What signal?
You were giving me signals. The way you were talking to me, I could tell that you wanted me.
What?
Yeah, every time I clock
almost
in, you
mixed up
say
my
good
order
morning.
because of
And then when I clean up for the night, you say see you tomorrow.
ready.
I can tell that you want me.
Are you mentally ill? That is like yandere
over
kind of
there.
plot.
I can tell. Now you're being a tsundere.
Help, help, help.
What do you
Help.
need help with? Burgers? I can help you with that. Wraps my arm around your waist to help
Help,
you
help,
make
help,
the
help,
burgers.
help, please, God help.
But this isn't just a crony thing. This is how Gigi operates across the board. She finds the line, walks right up to it, and sometimes tiptoes over. And she's very aware of it.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Touches your hand. Oh, so sorry.
No, no.
She openly admitted that she constantly is on the verge of getting bonked by Hololive staff because of how unfiltered she is. And somehow, that just makes the whole thing even funnier.
Do I get bonked sometimes? I'm knocking on wood. I don't know if it's a Manny-chan just not telling me because like it's a little thing that they don't tell me, but I have not been bonked yet.
Gigi lives on the edge and she thrives there. And then there's Mori. This one's different. Gigi treats her like a long-term project. It's a full-on men's eye routine, that classic Japanese comedy style where one person plays the fool and the other's stuck reacting to it. Gigi's the loud, unpredictable gremlin, and Callie, she's the serious one just trying to survive. Gigi has two main modes with her. The first is full-on Riz, confident, unhinged, relentless.
Oh my gosh! Look at her butt! Yeah? Boy Calliope loves this fat ass!
Oh God! Why does she laugh like a
Yeah,
Disney
this
villain?
And the second, quietly dropping the most cursed off-topping things imaginable just to watch Callie's brain short-circuit.
Rusted key.
The key.
Would she rest on my key until I'm rusted key?
Oh my God. What the Sometimes you say things where it's just, I just don't know what you mean.
When she Mori on my Calliope until I Mori
Oh my God!
And with Mori Calliope, it was a two-pronged attack. First, the iconic boat goes binted meme that escaped containment, born while directly harassing Mori in Minecraft.
And where the hell my boats go? Boats binted? Boat go binted? Boat goes binted? Boat goes binted! Boat goes binted, Mori Calliope!
And second, a relentless, almost fanatical obsession with two things. Screaming Mori Calliope's full name
Someone help me! I don't know how to... Mori Calliope! Give me a hand! Mori Calliope, I'm drowning! Mori Calliope! She's flashing me while I'm dying? There's a better time for that!
Hey! Hey! Listen to me. You made me watch Dancing Fruits on TV.
I liked it.
You made me dance next to horses.
I liked that.
Fuck you.
Wait, we can talk about it. More Calliope, wait!
Die,
wait,
idiot.
Wait. More Calliope!
Cause I'm
More
Grim
Calliope.
Shady, I'm
More Calliope.
Shady.
More Calliope.
I'm Slim Shady, not her.
More Calliope.
I'm
Please
so shady
stand up.
right now.
Please.
Ruining it.
More Calliope!
Jesus fucking Christ!
Wow, you got some pretty singing voice, Gigi.
Thank you, More Calliope.
That was beautiful.
You're my idol.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
And convincing her to play League of Legends.
Saw you're playing League, Gigi. What's that about, huh?
Can you play with us, please?
No.
We need one more. Can you please play with us?
No.
Please, please. please.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
I don't want to.
Please play League of Legends.
Callie once mentioned in a stream that she didn't even really like her name at first, that Mori Calliope felt kind of cringy. So what did Gigi do? She decided to make it a bit. Says her full name in the most dramatic, over-the-top way possible every single time.
More Calliope! Everyone! When you see her, everyone make sure to say, More Calliope! I talked about this very briefly on stream once, but I have to like physically stop myself from saying More Calliope out loud in public. This is the tale of More Calliope!
You're my goat, Gigi, that's for sure.
Oh, really?
You're my goat. Oh, okay, alright.
Until now, whenever Callie hears her own name, she hears it in Gigi's voice. And somehow, now, she actually likes it.
For the past 3 years or so before Justice debuted, I kind of hated the way that Mori Calliope sounded. Like every time I heard it, I just like kind of cringed and like felt self-loathing. But then Gigi entered Hololive, and now I kind of like it when I hear people go, "Is that Mori Calliope?" Now I smile whenever I hear my own name or like read it from a fan or someone online. I feel a lot happier.
So this is something that at first just seemed like another Gigi gag, but over time, something changed. Behind all the noise and all her chaos, a real friendship was forming. What looked like trolling
Here, everyone, More Calliope is rapping about getting everyone wet.
What? Why? You.
Here, let me explain the lyric.
turned into one of the most unexpectedly wholesome pairing in Hololive. It wasn't just a meme anymore. It became a story, and an inspirational one at that. So we've seen how Gigi earned her most chaotic title, but no single event cemented that legend more than what fans call the September 21st incident. It's the ultimate proof of her iron will and a masterclass in high-effort absurdity. On September 21st, 2024, she undertook a monumental challenge, singing Earth, Wind, and Fire September on a loop for 8 consecutive hours. You cannot make this up. And the stream being unarchived immediately elevated it from a simple VOD to a mythical status. It's sort of like you had to be there kind of event or you just won't get it.
September 20! Yippee! Happy September 21st, everyone! Do you remember the 21st night of September? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Do you remember the 21st night of September? The true love we share today. Say, do you remember? Ba-doo-da, 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 ba-doo-da. The true love we share today. Say that you remember. Ba-doo-da, ba-doo-da. Say that you remember.
But this wasn't just a simple gag. Fans who were there noted the immense psychological toll.
Hold in hand with your heart to see you. Only blood fucking love, remember?
Beneath the surface of the joke was a grueling, high-effort production by Gigi, and Gigi herself later confirmed this.
Everything was done last second. Now this is what I call art. It is a performance art.
A legend was then born, and like all great legends, it demanded a sequel. But what happened on September 21st, 2025 was different. It was no longer a solo descent into madness, it had become a pilgrimage. And this time, the community wasn't just watching, they were participating. The stream had evolved into a full-blown festival, complete with detailed setlist and fellow Hololive members flooding her chat and cheering Gigi on, until eventually the barrier broke entirely.
Oh man, I can't believe it's over. Thank God. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call.
Hi, it's me. I'm currently calling you from a hotel room, so
Oh.
this is what you're getting. Take it away. Do you remember?
This is the evolution of the Gremlin genius that we love. What started as a solo act of willpower had become a gravitational force, a movement that her friends and community now eagerly joined. She doesn't just create chaos, she creates a space where others feels welcome to be chaotic with her. That's kind of her thing though. She's like the class clown, not the annoying one, but the one where if they were in your class, you knew it was gonna be a good time. And that's how it feels to be in a collab with her. That's how it feels to watch her. Even when she's dealing with a language barrier, like in that Japanese collab where they were solving a puzzle, she couldn't really communicate, but she was so dialed in and expressive that people still walked away remembering her. It didn't matter that she didn't have all of the words, the energy translated anyway. And no matter which collab Gigi participates in, you just know there's going to be endless clips created from it.
She fell! She fell! She
fell?
fell! Rara fell
Why'd she fall?
off! I don't know!
Oh, say something! Say something!
Why'd she leave?
We killed her.
I'm gonna give mouth to mouth to her dead body.
Oh, I'm good now.
Before she was a VTuber, Gigi Murin wanted to be an author. Her goal was simple, to evoke emotion. But as she'd later admit, writing is hard, and for a time that dream was abandoned in favor of another, becoming a League of Legends streamer.
I really liked reading as a kid, and then somewhere along the way, I stopped wanting to write because writing is very hard. The trajectory of my life where I wanted to be an author and then I wanted to be a League of Legends streamer, and then now we're here. And I am getting the things that I want from writing, but through roleplay.
She hadn't failed, she had transformed. She found a way to merge her two great passions, storytelling and live performance. But what does it actually look like when an author with a gremlin's brain has to write a novel live in front of thousands of people with no outline? Well, it looks a lot like Paddock, followed by a stroke of genius.
But I opened up Google Doc and I wrote 2 words, once upon a time, comma, and then I stared at it for a good 5 minutes. I was like, nah, I'm just not gonna do it. And I was like, I'm not feeling it. And then I closed it. And then started stream and ended up writing a book anyways.
This is the core of Gigi. The pressure of a live performance isn't a distraction for her. It's actually her final ingredient. The pressure forces the creativity, and the result of this process, it works spectacularly. In the massive Hololive event Enigmatic Recollection, her improvised tragic romance arc became the talk of the community.
My dear sweet Pearl,
I am your Pearl?
I heard that you had gotten your memories back.
Yes, and you are my dear husband.
Just nothing. I am just a mere humble knight. I am Jonathan G. It
Oh.
is nice to meet you.
Oh, Jonathan
dear.
G.
What is your name? My sweet
Ah,
Pearl.
my name is
Did she-
Amelia
did
Watson.
She hurt you?
I'm a detective.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Amelia Watson.
I'll see you around, Jonathan with a G.
I will see you around. Farewell.
Farewell.
Farewell. Seems that the worst, what we feared, has come true. And not even the Queen can save me. Are there any gods out there?
To have your audience feel something so deeply, that is the dream of every author. And Gigi's reaction to all this beautiful and heartfelt pain, it was perfect.
You are in pain, and I am laughing. Thanks for crying, guys.
And the community agreed, calling it absolute cinema and true peak fiction. This ability to turn absolute nonsense into compelling storytelling, that's kind of her thing. And nowhere is it more obvious than in the moment she broke the fourth wall and Mori Calliope at the same time. It happened during one of Hololive TTRPG streams. Gigi had built this intense, tragic backstory full of loss, desperation, and, of course, emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
Her character wasn't just unhinged, she was unhinged but with lore. And somehow, in the middle of all of that, Gigi pulled off the ultimate move. She forced Mori Calliope, which was the GM, the storyteller, basically the one that was supposed to be in control of the game, to stop role-playing as her in-game character, step outside of that role, and just be Mori Calliope, the VTuber, the person. All because Gigi's character in-universe started praying to Mori, and Mori had no choice but to answer. Suddenly, this wasn't just Gigi talking to the game's god, it was Gigi talking directly to Mori Calliope. It's one of those moments that perfectly sums up her power. She drags you into her world, and before you know it, you're just playing along. You're part of the bit, and the more seriously you take it, the better it gets. You can't fight Gigi. You can only get absorbed into her bit and pray you survive it.
Suppose if that is what the Lord likes.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. You hear a voice in your head say, yeah, you're cool.
Lord, is that you? I knew you wouldn't give up on me.
Yeah.
What does the Lord think about cannibalism? More Calliope? If I could get a word? Oh,
I'd prefer that we not eat each other.
my Lord says cannibalism is wrong.
My brother George, he's also my love. My love for the rest of my life.
What? More Calliope, if you could weigh in, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't like it.
More Calliope, will you please answer me?
What?
I prayed and I prayed. Have I not been a good soldier?
Yeah, you've been alright.
A VTuber's 3D debut is a landmark event. It's typically a polished showcase of idol-like singing and dancing. But on August 2nd, 2025, Gigi Murin didn't just have a debut. She basically orchestrated a fever dream. It was a deliberate, brilliant subversion of everything people expect from a 3D debut. The reaction was immediate and wild. Even the Japanese side of the fandom was completely floored. Her 3D debut was pure mayhem in the best possible way. And it wasn't just memorable, it was also unforgettable. The kind of stream where nobody could tell if it was scripted, scuffed, or genius. And that's exactly what made it so Gigi.
And I want someone to remember it because of how confused they are. You had to use your precious brain cells to take psychic damage from my 3D, and I will consider that a success.
Her goal wasn't to be polished, it was to be unforgettable. She had this list of bizarre, non-negotiable concepts and a core artistic principle she repeated to staff from the very beginning.
So I come in here and I'm like, no, I want it to look like shit. The worse it looks, the better.
So what did she do with all that creative freedom? She gave us a full-on isekai arc. There was a dragon, there was a wizard, a real one at that. And just to top it off, she hired an actual children's choir.
My body hurts.
The wind whispers over your coming.
Who are you?
I am the greatest wizard in all of Grim Kingdom. Gigi, the one who is waiting. Huzzah!
What did you do to me?
Huzzah!
Wow. I'm so cute and soft and fluffy now.
もう一回やらせて。今度ちゃんとやるから。
I don't understand. Yeah, okay. You're really getting into this. Squeak.
行くぞ。
Okay. The best way to defeat this dragon is through mental damage.
And then in the aftermath, you had the Japanese side of the fandom just sitting there, waiting patiently for the translated clips to come out and explain everything. And they're out there thinking, surely the English fanbase can make sense of this nonsense, right? If we just wait a little longer, they'll explain to us what happened. But while the JP community was trying to figure out if this guy was Yago's brother or Yago in a costume, little did they know that the English side was just as confused as them. So, of course, nothing ever came. Her peers were left bewildered. Her fans loved it. And then Yago, the CEO of Hololive, also confused, literally tweeted, "Who the hell is this old man?" And that's when everyone realized that they weren't going to get any clear answer anytime soon. Because while most 3D views are about polished dancing and emotional speeches, Gigi's looked more like a fever dream pulled out of a cursed Google document. Apparently, the actual planning meeting with staff was hilarious as well. Gigi was told they'd save money on some part of the production, and someone immediately went, "Okay, well, we used the leftover budget to add like 10 more kids to the choir," as if it was normal, like this was fine. Cece even said it herself, "What the fuck, I get this and you get like 20 extra children?"
Yeah, I was very happy. Staff was very kind to me. Went along with my whims, except for when it was out of budget. At some point, they were like, "No, you can't. We're out of budget." But why are we out of budget? But Gigi has like 15 children.
Most members had staff help them plan a neat little segment, but Gigi, she blew her entire budget on summoning children and some old man who looked like he crawled out of an abandoned fantasy novel. And the best part was, it wasn't random. That wizard, he was a callback to her very first lore video. The same one people thought was too serious for this Gremlin's debut. It all tied together in the weirdest, most brilliant way possible. And even getting to that point was wild. No one, not even her English speaking team, could figure out what she wanted. She was trying to explain it to the staff. "I want it to look bad, but on purpose, you know?" And everyone was like, what? All she really wanted was a choir of children singing while this weird fantasy narrative unfolded in real time. But how does an idea this absurd, this unconventional actually get made at a major corporation? The answer is trust. A trust she had earned by somehow translating her vision across a massive language barrier over time.
English-speaking people barely understand what I want to do. So can you imagine? I'm trying to convey this to all the staff that only speaks Japanese. The director's sign that I got was very kind and very sweet and just immediately knew what I wanted and was so on board with my ideas. It was a very, like, trust the process kind of thing.
There's also another moment where behind the scenes, the staff patted her for a bridge stunt. That was the plan at first, but Gigi being Gigi, instead of using it, Gigi just ends up doing a cartwheel on stage instead, totally improvised, which understandably made the staff hella panic. But she just nailed it. No hesitation. That's the Gigi effect. She keeps the entire staff on their toes because even she might not know what she's doing until the very last second.
They put a bunch of stuff on us to make sure that our limbs wouldn't, like, go crazy. We were literally baby proof. During the MC, I lost the tracker really early on. And then I started doing, like, multiple cartwheels. They told me that everyone was so scared. I didn't know I was going to be doing 4 cartwheels.
So far, I've explained to you the Gremlin layer and the genius layer of Gigi. But the final, most crucial layer of Gigi Murin is the empath. For her, chaos and kindness are not opposites. They're actually one and the same. It's a philosophy that she calls kindness maxing.
Acts of Gremlin and acts of kindness can be one and the same. You do not have to give up your mischievous ways. You can be both mischievous and be kind.
So when her friend and senior Fauna was getting ready to graduate, Gigi didn't just write a card or send a message. She went full-on Gremlin mode, but in the most thoughtful and Gigi way possible.
I was thinking about it and I was like, oh my god, I would love to co-host a show with Fauna.
She built an entire show around one of the dumbest memes ever. Fake baby coughs. The Coughing Baby Award show was a weird multi-person collab where Hololive members were judged on their best baby cough impressions. But what looked like a massive joke was actually all a setup. It was actually a secret gift in disguise. A surprise video from Fauna's favorite streamer, Northern Leon. And Fauna's reaction to that was everything. It was Gigi's way of turning something that could have been sad and vulnerable into comedy.
One final thing. I had Rhea chase down this contestant. I've decided to play the video here for you today, Fauna.
For me?
Yes, I will let you see the video. Bring the video in.
Hi, Series Fauna of Hololive Promise. It's me, Northern Lion. And you're awesome.
Is this real? It's real. It's real life. It is the real video I had Rhea hunting down this very precious video.
Oh my goodness! No way! This was literally the last thing I was ever expecting.
In a moment where most people might go quiet and serious, Gigi turned it into a party. Something silly, something fun, and it worked. She created a memory that Fauna's probably going to carry for the rest of her life. And perhaps that was one of the most profound acts of healing in Gigi's entire career. So everyone was left wondering, wait, was this whole thing actually just a super elaborate ploy? Did Gigi really create an entire coughing baby contest, drag half of Hololive into this mass collab just to sneak in a heartfelt goodbye gift for Fauna? And yeah, she did. On the surface, it all just looked like classic Gigi. A weird meme, a bizarre award show, so far out there that no one suspected a thing. But behind the coughing baby jokes was a ridiculous amount of effort on her part. All to pull off this surreal, far-fetched idea that somehow ended up being deeply meaningful for somebody. This is what Gigi does best, and that's why we call it the empathetic chaos. She takes something dumb and funny, like a baby coughing meme, and somehow turns it into a moment that actually matters. She didn't spell it out, she didn't make it obvious, but through all the noise and all the nonsense, she made something real happen. Not because she planned some genius emotional arc, just because she cared. And that's the part people miss. She leads with jokes, but it's never just jokes.
I keep refreshing, seeing if she has yet posted about it so that I can retweet it or leave a comment, because she always does that for me, you know.
Fauna, Mume, Mori, they've all said it. She's always in their corner. So when the moment came for people to support her back, they were already waiting. An example of this is during Mume's graduation stream. Every call-in was emotional until Gigi joined. She didn't try to change the mood, she just showed up and did her thing, and suddenly, boom, the energy just shifted. Even after Gigi left, Mume was still talking about random stuff, about Roblox. It was like Gigi snapped her out of it without even meaning to. And that's what I call the Gigi flow. You get swept up in her vibe and suddenly you're not sad anymore. You're just there along for the ride. She gets close to people so fast that way. Even Mume was surprised by how quickly they connected just from bonding over something simple like playing the same game non-stop for a month. It doesn't have to be deep with Gigi, it just has to be real. So far we've seen the Gremlin, the genius, the empath. But to really understand Gigi Murin, we have to go back all the way to the beginning, to the mystery she planted on day one. Remember her debut lore video? It was cryptic, dark, kind of abstract. It was a broken figure standing alone in a crumbling manor. And for over a year, fans trying to figure it out. Was it symbolic? Was it all just a joke? And then the answer finally came in the form of a song.
My first song. The way it came to be is actually my debut video. I was planning on making it more blatant and apparent. I didn't want people to assume that Gigi Papa was a bad parent because he was the best parent.
me. He was a very, very awesome dad, and I'm happy that I can honor his memory.
Gigi Papa, a name barely mentioned on stream, but when she finally talked about him, it all made sense. In a post to her community, she shared the full story. He wasn't just her parent, he was the reason she believed she could create anything. Gigi Papa basically was the reason behind her entire creative identity. He was, in her words, my biggest supporter of all time. He indulged in my love for anime, brought me to conventions, brought me strange wigs, and he never once questioned or belittled anything I wanted to do, even though I was a really cringe kid. And that's where her confidence comes from. And that's why she can be so unapologetically herself. All this time, she was standing on the shoulders of someone who always believed in her. And the song and its video became her way of processing that monumental loss. And the more you look at it, the visuals, the symbolism, the more it all clicks. And she's talked about this a lot, how she thinks people fall into this really cynical mindset where it's easier to make fun of yourself than to believe in yourself. And she's seen how people start to believe the self-deprecating jokes the more they say them. So she doesn't want to do those. Instead, Gigi leans into the overconfident ones, the "oh, she wants me for sure" stuff. Not just for fun, but because she wants her viewers and her friends to feel that confidence too. She's the person who hypes everyone up, no matter what. As the animators revealed, every detail was intentional. The room growing messier to symbolize being caged in by depression, the two Gigis, one in funeral clothes, one from a happier past, witnessing the slow process of healing. So it turns out that from her very debut, this was the goal, to make things that actually reach people when they need it. And by sharing her own story, the heavy stuff, the grief, the loss of her father, she created a space where other people could feel safe sharing theirs too. That's been her dream from the beginning, to make people laugh, sure, but also to inspire them, to be someone who could help others feel understood, even if just for a moment. When I first started making this video, I was just going for the obvious, the rise of Gigi Murin. I already loved her content, and I thought she was hilarious, chaotic, and a total gremlin, of course. And I figured it'd be fun to break down how she blew up. But the more I dug in, the more I realized this isn't just random chaos. There's real intention behind everything she does. Even the weirdest ideas have structure. There's planning, there's storytelling, there's actual care baked into all of it. And that really stuck with me. I already liked Gigi before this, but after going through everything, the streams, the clips, the lore, the way she interacts with her friends, she genuinely touched me. And I just came out of this with this whole new level of respect for her. She's not just entertaining, she's thoughtful, she knows how to read a room, how to flip a moment, and how to build something that sticks with people. And the wildest part is she makes it look so easy, but it's not. It's not just chaotic, it's actually just brilliant.
Bring on the next baby! There's no collusion in this!
Oh god, the horror!
I'm working!
Okay, here's your feet.
Oh my god, look at them.
Honestly, there were so many amazing Gigi moments I didn't even get to cover in this video, so I want to hear from you. What is your favorite Gigi moment? Let me know in the comments below. And that's all I've got for today's video. If you've enjoyed the deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a future upload. And if you want extra content, reactions, and unfiltered commentary, the Patreon is in the description. And if you want to hang out with the community, join the Discord at discord.gg/Rima. Thanks for watching, and take a breath, stay curious, and be kind, everybody. From the start, the belief that if you just keep going, eventually you'll break. Her explosive debut wasn't an exit. 120,000. Gigi is also really good at first impressions. It's a full-on menzai routine, that classic Japanese comedy style where one person plays the fool and the other stuck. She's the serious one, but over time was started as a solo act of chaotic will. She didn't just, that's kind of her thing though. She's like it didn't matter that she didn't have all of the world, but how can I say this? that's the kind of the community agreed, calling it absolute in her universe. Wait, am I explaining this properly? Spectacle of meticulously planned. I feel like I'm not very clear here. An actual children's. How do I say this? Children's choir. That wizard, he was a. But how does an idea this absurd, this Norderleon, she created a memory that Fauna's probably going to carry forever. She did it with Mori by a weird meme, a bizarre war show, so far out there that no one she thinks. Sometimes with Gigi, she created a space where other people could. From the start, Gigi wanted to make things that could